So I was uploading all of my March past, present, and future readings, and literally it took me some time. I'm not even gonna go down that road, but by the time I was able to do it and I was exporting each individual video out, for some reason 4 of them would not export out, and it didn't matter the size of it, it didn't matter the length. I didn't do anything special with editing or anything. Just 4 signs just didn't want to export out of my iPad, so I'm gonna have to re-record these. I'm taking it as maybe energies have shifted, and so the energies that I read before have been shifted or something like that. I don't know. So take whatever resonates, leave what doesn't. If I ever get the opportunity to post those videos, because they're a full reading and they are edited, or well, they're a full reading, and I don't know, maybe I'll make them a timeless reading. I don't know, maybe not. If I ever get the chance to get it off of my iPad, if I ever get the chance to render it completely, that's the thing, is like I'm able to render it, I'm able to export it, but it doesn't export the full thing, and it's going to take me a whole bunch of it's just going to take me some more time to figure that out. So I'd rather just do a couple more, just do 4 new videos for the 4 new signs, because again, like I said, either energies have shifted and changed for these signs, or I don't know, some reason, somehow spirit doesn't want me to share the messages that I have already channeled for you guys. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm blaming it on spirit. I'm blaming it on Mercury. I'm blaming it on the eclipse. I'm blaming it. Okay. I'm blaming it because I did the work, and yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, I'm just going to leave it at that. So for the 4 signs that I have to redo, it is Leo, Libra, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. So catch me at your video. All right, Libra. So this is for Libra sun, moon, and rising as we march into March 2026. This is your past and present and future energies. So again, I am redoing your reading because I wasn't able to render it out of the app that I edited from. For some reason, I was able to go through the whole Zodiac, and 4 of y'all decided no. So I'm taking that into account that, maybe energies have shifted. Even as a Libra, I paid a little bit more closer attention to my message when I read it for Libra, but I still, it's a new day. So I don't fully remember it. So it may or may not be the same message. If I'm ever able to get the footage off of my iPad, I will upload it, see if there's any shifts and changes or anything. But I'm just going to take this as, with these 4 particular signs that I wasn't able to upload, maybe energies just shifted as we are going into March. So today is March 1st, and I will be trying to get these videos out by March 2nd, because on March 3rd, we will be having a full moon solar eclipse in Virgo. And so I will be recording another reading for each zodiac for that. It's going to be more astrology based, so just stay tuned for that when that uploads. But just giving you a heads up, energies may have shifted since the last time I read for you, Libra. So we are here. We're already in March, so let's just get into it. All right. Okay, give me a past energy for my Libras. Okay, give me a present energy for my Libras. All right, and then give me a future energy for my Libras. Okay. Then at the bottom of the deck is what may not be acknowledged, seen, or known. You know. So I'm looking at your past and your present, and then obviously the bottom of the deck. We'll get into your future. We'll get into your future real soon here. Okay, so let's start down the line. In the past, there was something that you were refusing to acknowledge, like some type of, and this is the Hangman is Piscean energy. So it's more on the spiritual side. And it's about shifting your perspective on a situation. There was a refusal to shift said perspective. You know, I'm even hearing shadow work. This can definitely point to some type of shadow work that has not been done. Okay. But something here just wasn't fully acknowledged. It wasn't acknowledged to its full extent. You only got one side of the story. Okay. And you either refuse or just avoided seeing the other side of it. And it's not to completely shift your direction in life. It's supposed to just give you added insight to your perspective. And if that changes your perspective of something, then so be it. But don't ignore it and avoid it just because you're afraid of, thinking in a different manner, thinking in a different way. Okay. In the present energy, we have Knight of Pentacles. So I see slow, consistent building of something. You're slowly investing into things. You're slowly putting in like your efforts and things like that. So regardless of what it is, you're slowly, because Knight of Pentacles is very grounded energy. It's kind of slow moving, but it's something towards is you building something towards something. So it seems like there's some energy of incoming resources. So take that however you resonate. So there may be, you may get a change in schedule to like accommodate for more time. You may just be physically investing more energy into things. There may be an income or whatever the case is, you're building something and it's slow and it's steady. Okay. And yeah, that's what you're doing presently. Good. So underneath the deck here is the Strength card. So what you may not know, Libra, is that you are strong. You have so much courage and bravery within your little pinky finger than most people. Okay. You really do. Okay. The Strength card is about being able to express yourself with no shame. And I'm seeing collectively Libras. Okay. I'm just tapping into my community. We are cutting out people pleasing. So we're going to express ourselves no matter who feels uncomfortable. And that is strength and courage and bravery within itself, because you having the willingness to express yourself no matter who or what has some type of opinion about you, you are self-validating. You don't need external validation here. And that's what the Strength card is. It's about being able to express yourself with no shame and no like seeking of something external of you, because you have it within you. You have that. Okay, the Strength card is ruled by Leo, and Leo rules the 5th house of joy, creative expression, creativity. So you have everything that you need to like present yourself. Basically, Leo is about being the main character and like really shining in your area. Okay, Leo is about the ego, but it's about the good ego, not the bad ego, not the low frequency ego, the high frequency ego, the ego that lights people up because you are expressive, because you are joyous, because you are creative, and things like of that nature. The fifth house also rules over children. So it's that childlike, playing, joyful energy, and bundling all of that into one vessel, yourself, and being able to assert yourself and express yourself no matter who's around and no matter who's watching. Okay. That's what the strength card pretty much simplifies here. And this is something you may not know or acknowledge within yourself, that you have this spotlight, you have this light within you that is shining and people see it. They may not give you the appreciation, they may not give you the validation, the instant gratification for it, because it's not about instant gratification here. You're slowly building towards something. You're slowly building towards something. So anything that you build fast will not last. Or it takes multiple repairs to be able to stabilize it and structuralize it because you built it too fast. So take it slow, pace yourself, build with intention, and you will be set. I promise. Let's look into the future. Knight of Wands in the reverse. I just told you to pace yourself, and that's exactly what you will do. The Knight of Wands rushes into things. The Knight of Wands is very reckless with its energy. It's not necessarily there to destroy. It's just there to, it has a lot of built up energy and excitement. So it's going to just go for it. There's a time and a place when you need to do this. There's a time and a place when you need to overexert yourself and be overly passionate and things like that and things of that nature. Especially as we've moved into this year of the fire horse. The year of the fire horse, this is a fire horse. Okay? So it's not to discourage you from moving like with ambition. No. It's about pacing yourself. Using that energy. You can use that energy, transmute it into something else to help build something. You have a lot of it. It's either like an overwhelming amount of energy, or there's like energy building up within you and you're trying to figure out where, like you're trying to figure out where to expend it. But you're also not trying to just explode in any direction. So you're taking slow, consistent steps towards what it is that you're building, and you're pacing yourself from not rushing into things without considering the consequences and the ins and outs, the good, bad, and the ugly of things. Okay, Libra? Okay. So let's talk about this. In the past, the Hangman in the reverse, there was something that you were refusing or failed to acknowledge in terms of the other side of the story, the other side of the game here. And yeah, let's talk about it. My hand just didn't want to work for some reason. Hold on. The Hangman in the reverse. The Hangman in general is about, it's a feeling of being stuck, a feeling like you've been put into spiritual timeout, and like you're in this space of limbo where your world has stopped, but everyone else seems to go, like, is seeming to like be able to go around you and stuff like that. Your world stopped and their world kept going, or something like that. And it was like you refused to sit in that. You're like, there was a refusal to like surrender to that process, should I say. And the process of that is just to learn. It's just to like give you a new perspective on something. Okay. 3 of Swords in the reverse. You're healing from some type of pain, heartbreak, and disappointment. And King of Pentacles in the reverse. Something was definitely like dysfunctional here. Dysfunctional in the way that you built something. Something that you built is just unstable. And this can be something that you built in yourself. Like this can be a solid insecurity of yourself. But as the king provides for others. The king provides for his kingdom. Okay, so this is you not having what it takes to even provide and stabilize like your environments and things of that nature. Okay, and it all has to do because you ignored some type of lesson here in regards to a heartbreak, disappointments. But there's a need to heal. 3 of Swords in the reverse. You're healing whatever is broken here. King of Swords. Excuse me, King of Pentacles. The King of Swords, keep saying King of Swords, excuse me. The King of Pentacles in the reverse can be either or. He can be either very greedy or he can be very neglected and unresourceful and irresponsible. And they can both play on each other, because imagine like being really irresponsible and stuff like that, but still being greedy. Like you can't handle what is being dished out to you, even though you keep asking for it. The gluttony. Let me get something else. Princess of Swords, bucks. All these swords, 7 of Swords. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So this is definitely like something that's just like heavy on your mind. I don't want to say heavy on your mind because you're definitely letting it go. You've acknowledged the disappointment and you're just like, you're moving past it. Okay. But Princess of Swords in the reverse says that you're no longer investing in trying to gain new clarity and knowledge from the situation. So that's why you're ignoring the lesson of shifting your perspective into the other side of the story, is because you're no longer willing to actually learn about it. There's something about lies here. Lies, deceit, manipulation, 7 of Swords. But at the top of the card, it says futility. So I feel like maybe you even feel like that something here, like learning more information about this, trying to shift your perspective and stuff like this, is going to do more harm than help. It's basically useless and pointless and just, I don't know. 6 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck in the reverse. There was a lack of reciprocity here, an unequal give and take. There is something here that was unequally yoked here. Either you overgave when it came to your resources, because this is about Pentacles now. You overgave when it came, and remember King of Pentacles came out earlier. So it was you may have overgiven or overtaken in regards to resources. Either way, it was unequally yoked. And a lack of reciprocity, and actually a lack of even generosity. Six of Pentacles can be about generous energy. Sometimes it points in the reverse. Sometimes it points to giving something in means of trying to get something out of it, not just to give, like not just the spirit of giving and generosity, but because you feel like you're going to get something out of it. That can also be an energy that pops up. But I'm just going to try not to make this too much longer. The lack of reciprocity here in the past has caused you to not want to look at things in a different way. Not wanting to learn new informations, not wanting to learn new information or shift your perspective, seeing things from a new set of eyes. Something here was very deceitful, and like mentally manipulative. Like I feel like, again, just going based off the top of the word at the top, something here was just very pointless. It's like pointless information, right? Because Swords is about intellect, it's about ideas and opinions and stuff like that. And now you just got a pointless amount of information. So you're not willing to dig any deeper, because all the information you got does you no good, apparently. Okay, let's move on. Let's look into this present energy. Five of Cups. Five of Cups. So there's emotional loss and disappointment here that's probably currently sitting on you presently. And so as you're building this, as you're slowly building this, you're building towards this Nine of Pentacles, which is independent wealth and freedom and stability. It is high self-esteem and confidence within yourself, self-satisfaction and fulfillment. Nine of Pentacles is about independence, and Knight of Pentacles, you're building towards that. You're building towards just that. Building towards the future. Okay? Five of Cups, there's emotional loss, grief, regret, disappointment here. Okay? So, but the weight has been lifted off of your shoulders. Ten of Wands in the reverse. You've lost something, but it's like a breath of fresh air. But you don't presently see that in that way. It's just disappointing right now. But you do feel energetically, Ten of Wands. Emotionally, it's still lingering. Energetically, the weight has been lifted off of your shoulders. Okay? The Temperance in the reverse. Again, when I was saying pace yourself, this is about divine timing, pacing yourself, trusting in the process. When it's in the reverse here and you're too busy being blinded by disappointment and grief, you're forcing different outcomes to be what they shouldn't be. You're already intentionally building towards something. There's no need to keep pouring energy into things that have already been gone, lost, and pushed to the side. And this is it's pretty much depicted in all Five of Cups, but just to look at this one, she has two cups that are still present and still grounded. Three of them have floated away and she can't retrieve them. Again, this is about reflecting on the grief and the disappointment and the loss of it all. But ultimately, finding or ultimately appreciating the things that did stick around. Ultimately appreciating the things that did stick around, and that you can continue to, you've built it before, you've had 5 cups before, you can get it again, basically. Okay. The Temperance card, trust in yourself. Trust in yourself. This is about you and like trusting in the process and keeping the faith and stuff like that. Absolutely. Divine timing. Absolutely. Divine intervention. Absolutely. But ultimately, you have to trust in yourself. You can't just keep putting your trust into something that you don't even, if you don't believe it in yourself, if you don't believe in yourself, how are you supposed to believe in somebody else fully? That becomes idolization instead of actually, actually trusting them. You just idolize them. You just fantasize about the potential and possibilities of them instead of actually seeing them for what it is. Okay? I'll leave that there. Let's keep it going. Moving into the future. Knight of Wands in the reverse. I said, pace yourself. Pace yourself. The Dielvo. Why? And the Star in the reverse. Like moths to a flame. Like moths to a flame is what I'm hearing. The Star card in the reverse. Again, that's that lack of faith within self, that lack of trust within self, that lack of connectivity with the individual, with the self, okay? You will never convince someone else to believe in you if you do not believe in yourself first. Basically. The Dielvo, there's this lingering, toxic, low frequency energy here in the future. Let's talk about it. Prince of Cups. Something, I don't know. I feel like, again, pace yourself, which is the message of this card, but something's going to be incoming. Some type of invitation offer is going to be incoming, and they're trying to create something with you. The Magician. They're trying to create something with you, but it seems like it's something very toxic and just going to keep you bound to them. The Magician is mercurial energy. So just a reminder that Mercury is currently going retrograde right now, and it gets very tricky when you're trying to manifest something. So be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for, because you may just get it, but also realizing that the Magician is a trickster energy, and it's just based on illusions and tricks and stuff like that. And so you may get exactly what you asked for in that regard. Okay? So pace yourself. Slow down. Slow down. Redirect the energy. More towards yourself. Remember, the Star card came up. Redirect that energy into trusting in yourself again. Stop trying to trust in other people and trying to abide by their rules, because then it's by their rules and you're restricted by their rules, and then you're tied and bonded to their rules. Okay? So don't get tricked. Don't get tricked. Libra, I'm going to leave this there. If this reading resonated with you and you would like to dive deeper into it, please do not hesitate to reach out to me at Libra Baby Doll.